Beautiful people. What's good? What's poppin'? I hope you're having a great day so far. If not, that's okay. That's all right. Come on. Sit down with me. We're gonna flip that front upside down. Get into another reaction for you. Okay, so I think the rest of this week I am going to do some things in pop culture, you know, what's going on in present day media, and that's exactly what we're getting into today. So this video is titled The Consumerism Generation, and from the thumbnail I'm seeing is this a Labubu crumble cookie? Child, my friend had tell me what the hell even a Labubu was and why the hell they are so addicted for some people and why the hell do they want it. Child, I don't want one, but let's not waste no more time. Let's dive on in.
Labubu Matcha Dubai Chocolate Crumble Cookie. The matcha sugar cookie with the chocolate mousse, happy pistachios, and more pistachio butter. The Labubu is a matcha chocolate with kataki.
And then apparently I heard they're like demonic in some type of form, shape, form, or fashion.
Pistachio filling.
Growing up in a generation where a couple of the main hopes past generations had are gone, the ability to be financially free and clear all your debt isn't happening for most people in our generation. The people at the top know this so much, it's now common to have buy now and pay later everywhere. Like, they added that to DoorDash. If this isn't a sign to wake up people, then I don't know what is.
Right.
The average person in Gen Z who wants a new car is going to be paying off that thing for the next 10 years. I think you sign a little bit of your soul away when you sign that lease. So the way Gen Z has been coping with this and trying to get away from these thoughts is with what we call consumerism. People have been memeing about it and talking about it on TikTok recently. Consumerism, by its definition, is an economic and social system that encourages the consumption of goods and services as a mean of attaining well-being. And no matter what or where you are in life, everyone contributes to it. Like, when you buy something that makes you happy, that is technically a part of consumerism. But the problem is when you have to keep buying things or the...
Yeah, I was gonna say where the line needs to start being drawn is going overboard. Like, overly shopping. Like, I feel like everybody knows their own pockets. So, I mean, if I try not to pocket watch people, that's just weird to me. If you got it, you got it. If you want to spend it, you want to spend it. But to me, I try not to overconsume. So I try to set a budget for myself when I go out. If I know I'm probably going to be, you know, going out to eat. I might be going to some stores, maybe to some shopping centers, you know, I might be going to do a little self-care day for myself. I try to set me a little budget so that way I don't overly consume.
Best new thing that's trending on TikTok to be at peace. And just to make it clear, consumerism isn't only a Gen Z or millennial thing, like it's existed for past generations. You may have seen your grandparents or someone old in your family watching the QVC channel, which is quite literally a channel that just sells you stuff, like that's all their content. And
when you used to wake up in the middle of the night and like those type of infomercials will be playing, like especially if you spend the night like your grandparents' house.
Old people watching this, they're in a trance. As soon as they pull up a word to order the item, they move faster than they have the past 15 years to buy it. But no, Gen Z is much smarter. Instead of having a TV channel control us, we have a much more valuable and educational source doing it. TikTok live streams.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even watch those. Ain't no way this is literally how they sitting there recording all this in them loud rooms like this.
The difference between past generations versus newer generations is the amount of ads we get. In the past, you were mainly seeing ads through TV commercials and hearing them on the radio. Typical stuff we're used to, billboards and posters on walls. Most people ignored them, but it was definitely easier for advertisers to reach certain audiences. We all remember certain commercials collectively growing up and they've become memes of their own. Just want to say, Fushigi, that was a scam and I was heartbroken finding that out when I got older. But with social media now, every social media app spams ads in your face you can't escape unless you pay to. And sometimes apps like YouTube and Twitter offer a subscription where you can lower the amount of ads you see but not completely remove them. If you're someone that buys something, whether that be Netflix or Twitter or YouTube or something where you're still seeing ads but you see less of it,
you're completely insane.
I'll never understand that. Just pay a couple more bucks to completely get rid of the ads and it'll help you way more. Things like TikTok Shop do ads in a sort of deceiving way to make it seem like they're relatable to you. I can't wait to tell my kids in the future I remember the good old days of TikTok before TikTok Shop and before you had to pay to promote your video for views. I'm gonna show them one of those 2018 TikToks and be like, yeah, This is what we found funny back then. On TikTok now, you notice a lot
Yes.
more of the TikTok shop on your For You page. And people will put a link for a product in any video, even if it has nothing to do with it. Like, it'll be a clip of a streamer doing something on stream, and then you'll see linked an ad to buy some headphones.
Yes.
The crazy thing is, too, people will sit there and buy it just because it's in front of their face. It's built.
I was gonna say, because sometimes if those videos, I would sit there and watch them, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with the product that you're supposed to be selling. Just sometimes I'll be sitting there and I just scroll past it. I scroll past them majority of the time. Sometimes I'll look at a product and I'll be like, oh, maybe I'll think about it. But most of the time I scroll right on past the TikTok shop promotion.
It's in the
videos.
system too. We get so many ads on the daily, people end up bound to buy something eventually. Crazy to think, there used to be a time on TikTok not even that long ago when there was no ads. Same thing with places like YouTube as well. People have been getting pissed off at YouTube because they've just kept adding more and more ads to things. Especially now that...
Why am I... Say I'm watching a movie on YouTube. I'm watching a movie... There's no reason, like, every 10, 15 minutes or so, I'm getting hit with 5-minute ads. It's a movie. Why am I not having the experience like I am at the theater in my home on YouTube? It's a movie. That's why I was like, with ads.
But they've cracked down on ad blockers, and I know people still get around them, but, they keep cracking down on them, and you have to find different ways to do it. Some people get an ad when watching YouTube on a TV when they just pause the video. Advertisers be thinking this will work, but if I see your product on my TV after simply pausing a video, I'm writing down that product specifically in a notebook to make sure I don't buy it. On TV too, a lot of people get an ad as their first recommended video to watch. I'm not sure how many people are sitting there and willingly clicking on an ad to watch as their first video. The spamming of ads everywhere are just one part of us getting taken over by consumerism. A lot of it does have to deal with our own will to buy things as well. They can shill out however many products they want, but we have the power to choose them or not. And the thing that gets our generation is buying anything that's trending. A perfect example of it is Labubus. Not a single person can tell me where they even came from. And
I'm telling you, I was so unaware of what these things were until my friend came over and told me. She was like, have you heard about this this little doll that people are apparently like wearing as like keychains? They're wearing them as like pendants on purses, and you can just put them on backpacks, just put them on all different kind of things, and apparently people are coming down like sick and stuff just bad is apparently happening around people. Again, don't quote me on it. But I was like, just what the hell is a Labubu? And why is it just people feel like they need it? And then after her coming over, that's when I seen a segment on the news. And I was like, oh, y'all being dead serious.
They even found out about them, but they'll have a whole collection of them already and each one named. And we always have things like this popping off.
Yeah.
Everyone runs to buy them and show them off, just to forget about it the next month and stop talking about it. Labubus recently have become the top face of consumerism on TikTok. Same thing with matcha as well. And it's so funny because matcha has already been a thing for so long. Like in Japan, they've been having matcha for literal centuries.
Yeah.
But just because it started to take over everywhere online, we've officially been draining the world supply of matcha and are running out. Nowadays, something will start trending as one thing. Then because of our insatiable consumerism, it has to be spread everywhere. And because of all this consumerism, the main excuse for boomers, for younger generations, and why they don't have houses and stable income, is that we all spend our money on bull and that we got soft hands, brother.
I've fought more men and bedded more women than you've probably ever seen. Hell yeah. Now, you want to talk about soft hands? Ain't nothing soft about me, boy.
While it is true that younger generations do spend more money on random we eat out more on average and spend money on things I showed like
Labubu matcha divine chocolate crumble cookie.
the thing they don't understand is the reason why younger generations do this.
Did any of y'all that follow me try that cookie? Let me know. How did it taste to you? Did you like it?
Is because they don't have the same hope they did. A lot of this is a direct response to things that a lot of the younger generation feel are now out of reach. If you don't have the hope to be able to afford a home in the future and be able to raise a family, then the direct response we're gonna see is consumerism. People are buying things to satisfy themselves in the moment because they don't have hope to get any of the things they want. And companies know this, which is why on top of making everything buy now, pay later,
everything has also become a subscription.
I just found out recently that, for new cars, how you get an app to remote start the car and whatnot? Well, some of those car brands are now charging you to use their apps. The app for new Honda cars who use the Honda Link app charges you $110 per year just to be able to remote start your...
For a car that I either bought with my own cash or my money, my hard-earned money, or a car that I'm paying a note on. and I have to use an app to get in, out of my car, learn about my car, or all the quirks and perks of the car. And I gotta pay for it. Yeah, we have lost our marbles.
Car. This is just them being selfish too, because other car brands have their app entirely for free. Don't be surprised when every car brand starts to assimilate to these standards and ruin it for everybody. All it takes is for one brand to make it normal for everybody to conform. And look, I'm not even saying the older generations are wrong for saying those type of complaints, but all of this isn't a one-way street. Like, it's a two-way street. It wouldn't have happened if in the past it was set up for us to be good. Back then, everyone knew, or at least had the mindset, that if you put in the work, you'd be guaranteed a house. A lot of jobs felt a lot more family-oriented, and a lot of people treated their coworkers as like family. But now you're not even guaranteed to keep your job anymore if you put in the work. As soon as your boss sees they can save 0.1% of expenses by firing you, they're gonna fire your ass. Consumerism is a direct response to capitalism, and as things
I have been laid off.
keep getting worse, it's going to continue on. You also have social media personas, and everyone's got to look like one of them. You either got to dress like Cardi, look like a Y2K baddie, anything new that can pop up. They even
Who? Mia gonna always be Mia.
have a new meme for one called the performative male, which is pretty much a guy who tries to emulate anything that'll impress the host. It's mandatory. It includes matcha, a book about feminism, and you listening to Lana Del Rey. There'd be a lot of women out here thinking these type of dudes are perfect and every man should simply emulate them, not knowing that a lot of them are simply strategists conforming to what'll work for them to smash. In fact, a lot of these dudes
that's just them being strategic, if anything.
The worst to be with. It's kind of like how every girl has that dream Hollywood male actor, and a lot of those actors end up being terrible people and serial cheaters. But hey, I can't even hate. They play the game beautifully, and the game rewards them well. It's way easier now to also hoard tons of things, and a lot of people do it. The worst person's house you'll ever meet is a who can't throw a single item away.
Oh my god, if y'all have never seen the show Hoarders, watch it. I bet you it will change your perspective on keeping things that have no value to you. Again, with me
And when you ask them why they still have it, they always say it's just.
I might just need to make that a series. I think I have plenty of clips by now of me accidentally muting my video in the video.
Just in case, but that in case never happens. Like, I promise you won't need that 15-year-old chair or 20-year-old pot set. And now with our unlimited thirst for collecting anything new that's popping for a month, people will have full stacks of something in the span of a week. In the past, for hoarders, it usually took them years to build up their collection. And now it's sped up faster than ever. There are still people with closets full of Stanley cups. As we go on, the dumber the item we collect. I still don't understand how Stanley cups became.
I was just about to say, I saw a clip of a lot of people on TikTok. I think it was like at Target, at a Target store. I'm not sure which one, but it was at a Target store, and the folks opened those doors, and an announcement was made apparently weeks prior to this promotion for these Stanley Cups that there was like a certain type of Stanley Cup, like a collectible, I'm guessing, and everybody, was so hell-bent on getting it, and as soon as they opened those doors to that Target store, they ran like they were in the Olympics. And I was sitting there like, over a $40 cup. We really need to reevaluate ourselves.
Such a big thing. People were camping outside stores to snatch the cups up.
This is the video. I knew it. That's what I was like, this is the video.
And if you look at it now, no one's talking about it anymore. With our generation now, too, it's proven that we don't stand on anything. Like, for a while, I remember people were boycotting McDonald's and Starbucks. This was due to allegations that both of the brands were supporting Israel in the war and their efforts. But slowly over time, less and less people stopped doing it and started eating there again. All McDonald's had to do was announce that they were bringing snack wraps back and potentially bringing XXL fries, and people completely forgot about what was happening. I'm not even sure if the rumors of what McDonald's and Starbucks were doing is true, but at the end of the day, for people, it doesn't matter to them. Starbucks is definitely still getting boycotted by a lot of people, but I guarantee if Starbucks comes out with a matcha Dubai chocolate Labubu latte, people will be willing to throw the boycott away just for a day or two. And the way this happens is when more and more people start to post videos about something, the more people are willing to give it and try it. Crumble Cookie is also a pure example of consumerism at its finest.
I was a victim. I was a victim here, okay? I was a victim with the crumble. I enjoyed them for a bit, but after so long, I kind of got a little tired of them because I'm like, this is a lot of sugar for a cookie. When I did start reading those, nutritional facts, and I was like, I do like me a good sweet treat. Now I do love, I do love me a good chocolate dessert. All right, but when I started reading those nutritional facts on the back, I'm like, this is a lot of sugar in one cookie. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna slow down on them quite a bit, and I pretty much stopped. I've stopped since like the beginning of 2025.
And fair to them because they play the
maybe like February or March
game well. Every week they change the flavors to something new. And because they're updating them so often, influencers are able to immediately make a new video about them trying the newest flavor. Then when people see the influencers trying it, they think to themselves they have to try the new flavor themselves.
And that's exactly what got me.
Taking their health into account or nothing. Crumble cookie is the perfect example of the meme that Americans eat like they got free healthcare. I can't fathom that you get a box of them and chomp down the whole thing by yourself. One single brownie is 1,130 calories. But hold up, 15 grams of protein? Never mind, this is clearly a healthy brand.
The sugar on some of those cookies, I was like, yes. Yeah,
sounds like a great pre-workout.
And then my mouth, I would always feel like I was dehydrated right after. Like, I gotta wash this cookie down with a bunch of water.
Sounds good to me. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know how much consumerism has fried your brain as well. For every like, you're now entered a giveaway to win a Dubai chocolate matcha flavored Labubu crumble cookie. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Hey, okay, I'm not gonna lie. He has just gained a subscriber. All right, because I do love when I do find other creators and they cover information and it seems like they're not biased on certain sides, and they actually explain their content or the topic of what they're going to be talking about in great detail. So what's his name? Tony NFG. Shout out to you, my brother. Okay, so that was the consumerism generation, y'all. Let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comments. Don't be afraid, don't be shy to leave feedback or suggestions for the next future watch. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video.